Good morning.
Good morning. Day 5, heading home
Yep.
from Clayton, New Mexico.
Back to the firebox, which, oh, that's cool this morning here.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad.
But it does not take long once the sun comes up. Does not take long.
Do you recommend the RV park in Clayton, New Mexico?
Yeah, it's a good stopping point. It's only $32. It doesn't have a sewer, but it does have a dump station. But you have water and electric.
Those have sewer. Are those 5 back there don't?
Okay.
Yeah.
So some of them do. He just told me, he said, I only got one availability and I don't have sewer, so I didn't know if he meant all of them.
Yeah, I looked on the little map thing,
Yeah,
and
I can see. Yeah.
it said those in the orange spot didn't have sewer, but we had a little tub, so it was okay.
They have showers and restrooms. It looks like an old KOA. That's just, in fact, I believe that's what it was. What looks like one of the old KOAs, and somebody's bought it and it's private. They don't mow it as much. As much as they should. It's a little unkept, but a lot of people stay here, and it's not like a place where people come in and live permanently. It's just people traveling, vacationers. So I'm going to recap the whole trip.
Okay.
And give what I would like to do next time.
Okay.
Because the only time that I've stayed in Colorado Springs, it was in a hotel and I was working.
Okay.
So, that guy actually had the right of way. Didn't mean, sorry, buddy. But I would say if you like the mountains and what have you, if you come to Colorado Springs in the summertime, go on up to like Woodland Park and go up that way and find some of those National Forest campgrounds, because it's about 20 degrees cooler and it's prettier.
Yeah, Woodland Park was really pretty. So, that's your recap of the whole trip?
No.
Oh. Okay.
So, it depends on what you're looking for. If you're more of a primitive camper, there's just lots of stuff you can do in the mountains. But if you're just vacationing, Garden of the Gods is free. That's really cool. You can actually, if you're into hiking, you can spend a whole day out there. There's Red Rock Canyon, which is another kind of like a miniature Garden of the Gods, but I've hiked it before. Pretty cool. And then there's Pikes Peak, which is $45 for 3 people to go to the top on that thing.
Ridiculous. But we only paid $15 to go up as far as Catamount Reservoir to fish.
And I think you can go quite a bit further than that. You can probably go to that first little store. But there's lots of hiking trails and things to do. So if you like hiking and free stuff, Colorado Springs is pretty cool. It's not bad. You don't really get into the backcountry, but you get to do some cool hiking and see some nice things. So.
But don't stay at the KOA. I mean, it was a good campground. It was just kind of far away from where we wanted.
Far away and noisy, and just when I camp, I want some trees. I want a little distance between me and my neighbor.
I didn't feel like it was noisy. We had good neighbors. I mean, nobody was loud like at White River, where they blasted their music the entire day.
But I just like,
yeah,
go out and drink my coffee in the morning. I can hear some birds. I don't hear semis going down the highway.
Yeah, where was it? Where the train? Oh, that was it. The free one in.
It was in Dumas.
Dumas. That's okay.
Yeah. Twice a day. So yeah, but I mean the KOA is nice, and if you don't mind that kind of stuff.
And it has a water park for the kids.
And a restaurant.
And a restaurant. It has a cafe, but
a cafe.
And they serve breakfast, and we didn't even know about it till our last day there, when Cassidy spent the night when we checked her in. They gave us a handout that said there's a cafe there and they serve breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We didn't even know it until then.
If you have kids, preferably small ones, they have cabins that have double bunks and a full-size bed, about $90 a night. That's pretty cool. Now they did ask me how many people are staying. I said one. So
Did they say it like that?
they did. She said, how many people are staying? I said, well, one. She said, that'll be $90. So they may charge you a little more if you have, you know.
When they say, how many people are
How many
staying?
people are staying?
How many people are staying?
That woman had the weirdest voice. She had a big hair growing out of her chin.
Are you making that part up?
Yeah. She didn't really talk like that either.
I really thought she did. Now we have a long 8-hour drive home, but with me along, it's going to be more like 10 or 12 hours.
This pea bag over here.
Because it's 7:43 and we're leaving Clayton, New Mexico, and it's 8 hours home, but I'll have to stop and eat, and I need to stop at Bass Pro, and I need to stop and pee constantly.
It's actually 8:43 back home.
Oh, it is 8:43. Oh, we're going to get home late.
We'll be passing through the time zone just a little bit, somewhere around Texline, I think.
Oh, those are donkeys.
Or Dalhart.
I thought maybe they were some of the antelope. We saw a lot of antelope yesterday. Where the deer and the antelope play.
And seldom is heard a discouraging word.
And
The skies.
not cloudy all day.
You gotta sing part of it. Alright, let's give these folks a
I
break.
jammed
They're
with the
getting sick
radio.
of us.
Could get sick of us. 44 miles left.
And I'm stopping and getting some gas.
It's a good thing. We are stopped on the side of the highway. And my husband is wandering. Looking for yucca plants. Something about his bushcraft stuff. While Lady and I just wait for him. Do any of you have a husband that does this? I bet. Well, what do you think about it, Lady? We spend some quality time doing this, don't we?
Hi.
Hey, what you been doing?
Get some yucca stock.
Excited?
Oh yeah, I got some good stuff that time. Yep. You're getting more horrible about that every day. I think you need to put something on the bottom of it.
To hold it better. Yeah,
To hold it.
It doesn't hold back there. It slides out the front.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Because it costs $5. That's why.
Yeah. $5.
$5 foot long. Was it Dalhart stunk real bad?
Yes, man, it is.
It's terrible. I thought you said Pampa's the one that stinks.
Pampa does too. Remember when we stayed there, we woke up like, what's that smell?
How did we say it?
What's that smell?
Oh.
And I said, I don't know.
Gotcha.
Alright. We've been learning fly fishing while we're driving down the road.
Yeah, I've been watching YouTube videos on.
Man, look at all that yucca right there, just all over the place. I see the good big patches of it driving by at 65, and it's hard to slam on the brakes when you got a travel trailer behind you. So I got enough, plus I got a bunch at the house.
I don't have any.
So, hey, this is Adventures with Him, but just so you folks don't forget, I've also got a YouTube channel, Morris McCann Backwoods. I'm on Instagram and Facebook. And I haven't done a lot lately. Of course, in the hot summer months, I don't do much. But now that it's cooling down, we'll be putting out. Oh my gosh.
was still recording.
In fact, you leave that part in there where it shut it off, so they'll know.
He talked to you for a long time, and it didn't record any of it.
We were talking about mudcats.
And you sang a song.
I saw miles and miles of Texas.
That part.
Anyway, he was talking about how the map people kiss my rear because it messes up. You're better off just to get you a paper map and check the map. Because we're getting so stinking lazy. I'm sitting there listening to this lady on the machine tell me, turn right. Yeah, a quarter mile too late. So.
And I don't know how that turned into Mudcats, but.
Well, we was talking about Tom.
Tom on Mudcats, and he'd say,
Cat Daddy can kiss my butt. Marion can kiss my butt. Scooter can kiss my butt. And it just got me to missing that show. I missed that show. That was a good show.
That was a good show.
That's where we got to know our friend Don Brewer. Your brother-in-law, our brother-in-law, I guess now. For 12 years or 11 years, whatever it's been.
Was on that show.
Was on that show.
And recently Don's been on, Cat Daddy Don has been on
Swamp People.
Swamp People.
And Cotton Gators.
Because he is a jack of all trades. Jack of all TV shows.
Yep. He's entertaining. He's a good guy.
So, he's alright.
Take it over. It's your show.
It's about my adventures with him.
Yeah.
Both of yous.
Both of yous.
Yeah. That was really my redneck saying.
When I first married Brooke, she was all prim talking, etc. Had the perfect English. Now, not so much.
Now you're wearing me down.
Yeah. Made a hillbilly out of her.
You're trying. Make me stop and get yucca plants and mullein and weird stuff like that. There you go.
In 1 mile, turn right onto North Hobart Street.
Ouch.
Man, it's a rough road.
There was your little red Jeep back there.
Wouldn't mind. Like the one I want, though.
Because you need someone we know to buy themselves a new Jeep
Yep.
so that he can sell you his little red Jeep.
Yeah, I ain't gonna say no names.
He shall remain nameless with the initials of Sam.
Little. I like that little Jeep.
No pressure,
No,
but we need you to spend your money.
I need you to go in debt.
Go in debt so that we don't have to.
Or find me one just like yours. Good thing we got good brakes.
Yeah, because we almost hit,
Sometimes I forget to push the pedal.
almost hit the truck in front of us. Yeah.
It's alright. I know.
That was a tortilleria. Like, do they just make tortillas?
I don't know. Do we need to go back? Do we need to go back?
No. I'm okay.
I just want to get closer to OKC.
Okay. And then we'll eat tortillas.
We hit I-40. I'm going to let you drive for a while.
Are you?
I'll do all the driving through the little towns and all. But when we get where it's just...
Where it's how? Gotcha. Just check. I don't smell this town.
No, not today. We did. Now, this town didn't stink as bad as Dalhart. Man, you can smell that from 10 miles away.
I'm like, what's that town in Oklahoma that smells so bad?
Which one?
The one with the paper.
Oh. Valiant. Valiant.
can't be good for you to breathe that stuff in.
No,
It
figure it
smells so
is.
bad.
I don't figure it is. Bunch of these little hotels in this town that go zzz, zzz, zzz.
I knew you were gonna do that. There's another
Yeah. Zzz, zzz, zzz.
Psycho hotel.
Yeah.
isn't that
Yeah,
from
and
Psycho?
the light goes off and on up that front. Vacancy. Zzz, 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 zzz. The no is blinking off and on, so you don't know if they got rooms or not. Well, you know what? When I
What?
bought this hat a year and a half ago, this is
Yeah.
a cool hat. That's the name of the brand. Not COOL, but KUUL, I think.
Oh, I don't know. When we were in there the other day and you said, "Do you have any cool hats?" I thought you just meant, "Do you have any
No, it's a
cool
brand.
hats?"
It's a brand, and it's a brand that fishermen wear. And I didn't even. I mean, I'd always kind of wanted to learn fly fishing, but I just never really thought about it real serious. I just thought it'd be kind of neat. But I bought one of these hats because they're quick dry, and you can throw it.
And they're cool.
And it's a great hat. It is a good hat. And I mean, it's by anybody's standard, it's probably worn out. But anyway, so now I got a fly fishing hat. And I got to buy all this expensive clothing and hats.
Cool is made for fly fishing. How can a hat be made for fly
I don't know,
fishing?
but I bought it at a fly shop. It's just one
I
of
wore a
those-
hat and it wasn't made for fly fishing, and I caught the most fish.
Well, I'm just saying. I bought it. It's the kind of fly fisherman with it I know of.
Okay,
So,
we're 22 miles from Miami.
yeah, I bought it at a fly shop, so I'm assuming it's a fishing hat. I bought it because it was quick dry. Because everything I wear is quick dry.
Yeah.
I don't wear cotton products. Got this shirt at Goodwill.
Yeah, you got all your shirts at Goodwill.
It's the same brand and
For this
everything.
For this trip.
Well, I like these shirts. I'll keep these.
Yeah, you got some good shirts.
Now,
We've yet to go on a trip when you didn't forget a piece of clothing and have to buy you some new clothes.
now the button-up shirts all came from Walmart. And one's a Wranglers.
Yeah.
So. What's that show? Pop's Watch? Is that what it is?
Pop Watch?
Pop Watch.
I think so.
Tyler,
Is that
Texas.
just on YouTube?
Yeah.
Pop Watch? Yeah, he's pretty funny. I don't know how we found him, but that was funny.
I don't know. I think I just saw him one day and he's just this mean old man, you know. Which I don't think he's mean at all. I think it's on the act. You don't know. I ain't gonna say the words that pops out. I'm trying to quit cussing. I'm trying to be a good Christian. Huh?
You're trying to quit.
Hi, Brooke.
Hi, Morris.
How's it going?
Good.
Well, what did I just do? I had to put some gas in the car. Okay, folks. So it's been over an hour ago that we traded places so that I could catch a little nap. And we're driving along, and all of a sudden I feel Brooke touch my arm, honey. We got 13 miles on the gas gauge, and it's like 18 miles to El Reno.
I did not say that. The low fuel light came on right then.
Anyway, she was being very nice and letting me know. So we skidded in here on fumes, just like, oh, counting the exits. So here's a lesson, folks. It happens to the best of us. So a little redemption there. I love you, honey.
Yeah, the difference is you didn't unfriend me.
No, because I understand it happens. So can I send you a friend request and you'll accept it now?
Yeah.
Okay. We're good then. It's all good. All right.
We just left Bass Pro.
Yep.
Got a whole bunch of flies.
Spent a whole bunch of money.
We did. Look at my little collection of flies. And some people can look at these and tell you exactly what they are, and I don't have a clue.
But you will.
But I will. So how did you decide what flies to get?
Well, I decided to go with the size according to the tippet that I already have.
Okay.
So I got, what, 12,
14 and 16.
12, 14s and 16s. And I've already got a bunch of midges left over from Arkansas. But I also bought me some little number 12 or 14 hooks because I read on the report for Broken Bow, Lower Mountain Fork, that they were hitting on power bait. So
Oh, okay.
if all else fails, put me a little piece of power bait on there with
That's
the
cool.
split shot.
And what size hooks did you get?
They're the 12 or 14s. They're pretty big, really, but I mean, they're still small enough for trout, and they work for perch too.
And I got just, instead of picking out my flies, I got this little packet of 10 different flies. And I've watched several YouTube videos on fly fishing, so I had heard people mention all of these flies that are on this list, so it sounded good to me. Size 10, 12, 14, and 16. And it started my little collection. And we have subscribed to the True Fly Box, which is a monthly subscription box to get flies in the mail every month. And most of them send you 6 or 12 flies. This box sends us 24 flies a month. And hopefully, maybe when we get home, we'll have our first box. Or we should get it this week anyway.
I've got a survival box waiting on me at home.
You do have he's got a subscription to a Survivor box.
Hey, so can I plug something for my page on here?
Yes.
Am I overstepping my boundaries?
No.
Okay. So my lovely wife has ordered me a box that I get every month, and I get this survival gear, just odds and ends, little things. And getting into bushcraft is kind of like the fly fishing thing. When you first get into it, you don't know what to get. So I'm pretty much outfitted. I just like getting these boxes and seeing what new stuff they're going to send me. And sometimes they send me some pretty cool stuff that I do use.
And you get a knife in your box every month.
Almost every month, yeah. I've been giving away some knives. I gave a really cool knife to my buddy Sam Little on the last one, the most recent one that came in. So I've actually given away 2 knives. I gave away a kukri and I gave away like a Bowie type knife. So, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through the stuff when I get it and see what I want to keep. Some stuff I just stockpile. I'm going to start doing giveaways on my Morris McCann Backwoods page.
And you should I see a lot of videos of people opening up their Survivor box when they get it.
Hey, that's an idea. Yeah.
We should do a video when we open up our little True Fly box. True Fly. There were so many to choose from, and there was one that I really wanted to try. That was the first one I tried, but it was from another country, and my PayPal wouldn't work or something. No, they didn't take PayPal. My debit card wouldn't work with it or something because it was from another country. So anyway, I got the True Fly box, which is good because it's in this country. I didn't realize the other one was from another country until I went to pay for it. But anyway, I'm excited about our fly box because a lot of our adventures on our adventures with him are going to be fly fishing and camping. That's the main thing too, that Sam Little talked me into doing a channel to do a few little how-tos on camping and girl camping all by myself, or camping with my husband, or just setting up camp. And now I'm sure we'll do some on our fly fishing. So
I think you need to do a little bit of explanation, or maybe I'll throw it in there, because we're Christians, and so
Yes.
we refer to our Father, our God, as Him. That's why you say the Him, or spell it out in capital letters. I'm kind of the secondary Him.
Yeah.
She means it to be both of us, but there's going to be times that she'll take trips without me.
Yeah.
But she's still
Adventuring with Him.
She's still adventuring with Him, with God, because she's always got God with her. So
Always got Jesus. So adventures with Him. Kind of a play on words. Adventures with Him, meaning Jesus. Adventures with Him, meaning Morris.
So it'll be like adventures with Him and Him. But anyway, so yeah, I'm glad you mentioned that, because you've talked about doing some trips in the casita by yourself where you can do some things.
I've done one trip by myself. One or two. One, I think.
You've parked it once at the lake by yourself.
Yeah, you were gone when I took it.
Yeah.
You were gone to Idaho to your little...
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, and I went out for a week by
Yeah.
myself.
Yeah. Don't get to do Idaho this year, but I do get to go on a trip with my buddy Chance Cody.
So we're brand new to the fly fishing, so if any of you are fly fishermen, I would love some comments and advice on where to go. We live in southeast Oklahoma, anywhere within a few hours of our house where we could go for a weekend. We want to go.
Just be nice.
Because we know nothing about fly fishing.
We know a little bit now.
We know just a little bit.
We've learned how to cast. We know just enough
Little bit.
We know just enough to get ourselves in real big trouble.
We know enough to catch fish every now and then, but to teach anybody about it, we don't. We need to be taught. So.
But I want to catch the rainbows like the size we caught on the White River. The ones this week were little bitty.
These were little bitty.
Fun. It was fun
on the
to
White
catch
River was so much fun too.
that brown that I caught.
Yeah, that was
you had to hold it
huge.
like this.
Yeah, it was big.
Hold it like this.
Yeah, and I want to start going places where we can keep our fish and cook them.
And we can
eat
keep them up there. There's
Yeah.
a limit of 4 days, and you can keep them out of the lower mountain fork, I believe.
But we didn't have
certain
nowhere.
areas.
We didn't have nowhere to keep them.
No, it's was it the red and the blue? Was that barbless versus barbed, or was that?
I don't remember. I'll have to look at the picture I took, but
I brought home a fishing regulation for
Up there, did you see on in Colorado those people next to us? They were filleting their fish right there. They were doing it right there, getting it done.
that. Was he throwing the leftovers in there?
I don't know I didn't pay attention.
There was a couple of dead trout over there where I was fishing. Pretty good size too. A lot bigger.
Really?
Yeah.
I was busy catching fish left and right.
They weren't cleaned or gutted or anything. They were just rotting away.
Okay.
But
Well-
we're on our way. We're on I-40 heading toward home.
So this is probably the end of our adventure to Colorado. We're on our way home. We're gonna go pick up Bella.
No.
Not today. That's right. We can't pick her up today. We can pick her up in the morning from the kennel, and Lady will have one more night of peace without her little sister.
One more night of peace for us.
But we love her.
Yeah.
She's sweet. And that's it. Thank you, Jesus, for a wonderful trip. We had a blast.
See y'all. Love you.